Hello guys, welcome back to the Debug Arena. In today's video, I'm going to show how we can upload image in React.js, Node.js and MySQL. So first, let me give you the demo of what we are going to develop in today's video. You can see here, this is my application where I can upload the image. Currently, I haven't chosen any image. So if I click on this upload, I'm getting this message, please select image to upload. Now I will click on this OK and let's select any image and I will select this thumbnail of mine. Here you can see I'm getting the preview of the image and now I will enter some text like thumbnail and then I will click on this upload. You can see I've got the message image uploaded and I will click on this OK. You can see the uploaded image I am getting here. So now even if I open this application in new tab, you will see I am getting the two uploaded images. So this is the thing we are going to develop in today's video. Now the main question is how we can upload the image to MySQL. So you know there are majorly three ways in which we can upload the image. The first one is using the base64. Base64 is a text form of an image and we will store that text form directly to the MySQL and fetch that and show these images. And the second one is using a multer in Node.js, and the last one is by using any of the cloud platforms. In this video, I'm going to cover the first method, which is I will convert the image to the base64 and then store that base64 to our database and then fetch it. But before getting started, let me tell you that if you are trying to build a large scale application or if your application is going to have lot more images, then please don't follow this base64 method. This method is only good for college project or small scale project, but I want you guys to explore all the possibility of doing a thing in different way. So that's why I am making the video on how to upload image using base64. In the next video I will cover the multer and then cloud platform. So without any delay, let's get started. Okay, you can see here this is my React application and here I have created the basic layout to upload the image. So you can see here inside all the div I am having the header, and inside that I have created one form. Inside the form I am having the first input whose type is file. That means it will accept the file and it will accept all kind of images. That's why I have written star here. That means we can upload png, jpg, anything. After that I am having the another input whose type is text. That means user can enter any type of text in this, and here I am having a button of type submit. If I show you the output, you can see this is the output. I have already done the css part. I'm not going to focus on css. Now let's get to the code. So if I go here, you can see my form is ready. Now let's write the code to get the form data. So for that, what I will do, I will come here, and here we are having two input boxes, one for file image and other for text. So let's create two state. One is image and other one is image text. So I will write here const image comma set image. Okay, done. After this I will come to this input box. Okay, and here I will write value and its value will be image text, and then I will write here on change, and on change here I will set the data coming from this to our image text. So I will directly write here set image text and it will be e dot target dot value. This is done. We cannot directly assign input here because we want to get the file and then we want to convert that file into the base64. So that's why I'm going to create a function here, name as handle file. Here we will accept the e. In this I will create a variable name as file and I will assign here e dot target dot files. And you know in the files we will get multiple things, so we want only first data, so that's why I will write here first element. Okay, so this is fine. Now we have got the file. Now the next step will be to convert the file to base64. For that I'm going to use file reader. So I will write a condition here that if my file is present, that means user have uploaded something, then I will initialize a reader and it will be new file reader. It is object provided by JavaScript only. Okay, so this file reader is initialized. File reader will help us to read the file and then convert it to base64. After this I will write here reader.onload. This onload function will be executed when our file reader has received the file. So currently I have just initialized both file and file reader. I have not given this file to this file reader. Okay, once I give this file to this file reader, then this function will be executed, and then what I will do here, I will just write const base64 is equal to our reader dot result. So in this result it will give us the base64, and I will directly assign this set image to base64. Okay, so this is done. Now the only part remaining is to assign this file to file reader. So I will come here and I will write reader dot read as data URL, and in this I will pass the file, and done. This will return us the base64. If you want to learn more about file reader, then you can go to MDN web docs and search for file reader. You will get much more information. So our handle file is also done. Now what I will do, I will create a new function here, handle submit. In this also I will accept the e, and here I will write e dot prevent default so that our app does not reload. And here I will just console.log our image and image text. So let me just console image text before. So this will be image text. Now I will save this. Then I will go to form, and here I will write on submit, and on submit we can call this handle submit. And then I will go to this input image, and here we can call on change, and here we can call our handle file. Okay, save this. Let's go to application, choose a file. Now click on upload, and you can see here I'm getting this text, and this is the base 64, and you can see how much big it is. It is more than 162 KB. So that's why using the base 64 for large application or application having more images is not a good practice. But for now we are getting base 64 and we are also getting the image text. Now let's go to the backend and let's create the API so that we can store this both the two data to our MySQL database. Okay, you can see here this is my backend code, and here I have already done the connection to the MySQL. If you don't know how to connect Node.js to the MySQL, then you can go and check out my previous video where I have explained this thing in depth. So here you can see I have started my server Node1 app, and here I am getting server is running on 3001 and connected to MySQL database. And here these are my credential like host, user, password, and this is my database name, which is job portal. So I am using a MySQL workbench. You might be using the PHP MyAdmin. So what you have to do, you have to go to that portal and you have to create this database, create database, whatever database name you want, then use that. After that, you have to run this query, which will create the table. So here I am creating a table image demo where I have assigned the three things. The first one is ID, which is also a primary key, and it is auto incremented, like it will auto increment 1 2 3 4 5 like that. And second one is image text, whose data type is varchar, so it will store 255. And the third one is image base 64, and its data type is long text because base 64 is going to have a lot more data, so that's why we want a data type which can store that. So long text is best fit for that. So I hope you have already created a table, and it is not like that you have to create this table compulsorily. If you are having any other table, then in that you can directly add these two fields and you can start your coding. Okay, but for better understanding for you guys, I have created it as a separate table. Now let's go to the code and let's create the API. Okay, I will come here, I will close this. Then I will go after db.connect, and here I will write app.post because we want to get the data from front end. So that's why we have to use the post. And here I will write API slash upload image. And this will be a sync, and it will accept two things, request and response. Okay, to accept any data which is coming from front end, we can accept it through request.body. So I will write here const image text comma image base 64, and this is known as array destructuring, and it will be destructured from request.body. Okay, so we have got the image text and base 64. After that I will add one condition that if my base 64 doesn't exist, so I will write here image base 64 doesn't exist, so I will return error here. So I will write return response.status 400 dot json, and the message will be please select image to upload. Okay, so this is our validation, so that image should always exist. After that I will write here const query, and we have to write here insert query because we want to insert in our database. So query will go like insert into my table name, which is image demo, and I have to insert two things. One is image text, and make sure this image text is having the same column name as what you have written here. Okay, if it is not same, then we might get error. So it should be small only. And after that this will be image base 64. This is our column, and we have to store the values. So I will write here values, and what values, the values will be dynamic, so we can just write here two question mark. Then I will write here db. Now the question is what is db. So if you see, db is having my configuration, so that's why I will write db here dot query. This query is coming from mysql. This query is not same as this query. Okay, so I will just write here query params. Okay, so this query is coming from a database to run a particular query. Okay, and in this I will pass our query params. So this is our query params, comma the data which will be shared to these two things like the values. So the values will be, the first one is image text, so I will just paste it here. and the second one is image base64. So I will copy this and paste it. So if you see in values, I have given two question mark. So here that two question mark applies and it will take these two values. I hope it is clear for you. After that, I will just write a callback function to capture any error. So I will write here error comma result. In this, I will write a condition that if error exists, then I will again return the response with the status 500, and it will state that error inserting the data. Otherwise, I will send a response here, which will be response.status 200. That means it is a successful, and I will pass the message as image uploaded. Okay, done. Just we have to add here this thing. Now I will save this. Now let's go to the front end and call this API. Okay, you can see here this is my handle submit. So in this I will come and I will just remove this console and I will create a try and catch block, and inside the try block I will create a variable name as response, and I will make this function as async because API call will take time, and here I will write await. Then I'm going to use a fetch. You can use Axios also, and in the fetch I'm going to pass my URL, which is http localhost 3001. 3001 is my port number, and my API name is, I will go there to my backend and I will directly call the, sorry, copy the API name so that there is no mismatch. I will paste it here. And in this, we have to pass two things. The first one is our method, and the method is post. And the second thing is we are passing the JSON. So we will have to apply the header, sorry, pass the header. So I will just write here content type as application JSON. Okay, then we also have to share the data. So we can share the data in this body, and in the body I will write json.stringify, and in this we have to pass two things, image text, and the second one will be our image base64. So if you see, image text variable name is same here also and in our backend also. If I go to your backend, you can see it is same, but image base64 is different. So I will copy this base64 from here. I will come here, and this image base64 is of the variable name in backend, but in front end it is just image. So we have to write it like this. Okay, done. Also, here we have identified that our data is going to be JSON. In the same way, in the backend, you have to add two middleware, which is application body parser.json. You can import it, and the second one is course. You can also import course, but before that, you have to install the course. Otherwise, you might get some error. Now, I will come here and I will create another variable name as result, and in the result, I will just write here await response. In the response, we will get whatever response we are getting from backend dot JSON. Okay, fine. And at last, for now, I will just console.log our result. I will save this. Let's go to our application. Let's remove this. Click on this upload button. Okay, nothing is happening. Are we getting some error? Oh, there are so many errors. So if I go up, I'm getting this error request entity too large. Okay, as I already told you that our base64 is too large, so our backend is not taking that. For that, what we have to do, we have to come to this middleware part. Like you can go to your anywhere in your code and add these two lines. One is app.use express.json limit and set the limit to 10 MB. After that, add another line express.url encoded extended true, and its limit will also be 10 MB. Okay, make sure to add these two lines to avoid this request entity too large. Now I will save this and see, yeah, my server is started. Again, I will come here and click on this upload, and you can see here I'm getting message image uploaded. Let me just reload it, and let me just click on this upload again, and you can see I'm getting please select image to upload. Now the remaining thing is I have to create the preview section, and also I have to create another API to get the uploaded image. So let's do that first. So I will go to the code, my backend code, and I will close this server. I will come here and I will create another API, which will be app.get API get images. This will also be async request comma, and you might know that to get the data from MySQL database, we have to run a select query. So I will write here const query, and it will be select images from image demo. So I will write select, and I don't want everything, like I don't want ID, so that's why I'm mentioning whatever thing I want. So image text and image base64 I want, so that I will write here, and these two things I will want from my image demo, which is my table name. So I will copy this, I will paste it here, and this is my query. Again, I will write here db.query. This query is coming from MySQL, and in this I can directly pass my query, as this is a select, we don't want to pass any params, like we don't want to pass any data. Then I will copy this error result because this is repetitive work, like this. Okay, and in this on success I will directly pass all our results. So results, in this result we will get all the data coming from this select query. Okay, and if we get some error, I will just write here error fetching the data. Our backend API is ready. I will save this. Now let's go to the front end, and here after handle submit, let's create another function name as fetch uploaded image. It will also be async, and let me also create a state to store the uploaded images. So it will be uploaded images comma set uploaded images. Use state, this will be empty array because we will get many data. Then I will come here and I will write try and catch block, and I will copy this response thing, come here, paste it, sorry, not here, inside the try, and I will close the bracket. Okay, and my API name is get image. Okay, and for get method we don't have to specify, and after that I will again copy this line const result equal to this one, and inside the result we will get all our data. So I will just write here set uploaded images as result, and just to see the data I will also write a console.log, and this will be result. Okay, now let's save this. Now let's write use effect so that this fetch uploaded image will be called every time when our application loads, so that we will get the data. So I will just write here fetch uploaded images and done. Don't forget to add here array. Let's save this, go to our application, and you can see I'm getting this four data, and you can see random image thumbnail, and these two are not having anything, but you can see the base 64. So we are getting this. Now we just have to map this image base 64 to image tag in HTML and show it here. So let me do that quickly. For that I will come here, and after this div I will add one condition that if uploaded images dot length is greater than 0, that means there is at least one image, then only I will show this whole div. Okay, and here I can write uploaded images dot map. I am mapping over the array, and in this I will get two things. One will be image and the second one will be index. And here we have to return, so that's why I am writing it like this. Okay, here if this condition is satisfied, we will map over the image so that we can get the image one by one. Otherwise I will show it here null. Okay, and in this I will write here div, and I will just close the div. So I will write it like this, so you can see all that are gone. So for now I am not going to focus on styling, so I will just write here image, and in the image I will pass src. What will be the src? Src will be our image which is having a individual images from upload image dot image base 64. This is coming from backend. I will save this. Now let's go and check the output. So if I come here, you can see all my uploaded images are shown here. Now let me just go here. In the same way I can do it for preview also. So for preview, if you see, when we are uploading any image, it is getting stored inside this image state. Okay, so if image state is having some value, we can show that inside image src as a preview. So I will write a condition after this form div, which will be if my image is state is having some data, then show this structure, and this structure will include one div. I will close this, and inside the div I will again copy this image, and just I will change the src from image.image base 64 to our image state. I will save this. Let's go here. Nothing changed. I will click on this choose file, and I'm going to choose this png. Okay, not this one. Click on open, and you can see it is shown here. Now everything is done. Now let me just quickly write the styling for all of this. I've already written here, so let me show you the output after adding all the styling. Okay, you can see here I have added the styling, like here I have written the condition. I am showing the heading also, and here to show the heading also I have added the condition uploaded image dot length. And if I show you the output now, you can see this is looking very good. Now let me click on this upload, so you can see the image might get uploaded, but it is not updating here. Like if I show you here, I'm getting image uploaded, I have not got any alert. Also the image is not reflecting here. Let's fix this. So I'll go here to the code, and let's go up. So in this handle submit we are getting the result. So I will just write here alert, and this alert will show result okay, dot message, because from backend we are sending the message, so that message should be shown here. And after this, after the handle submit, we have to empty our image so that our preview image will be set to null. And at the same time we have to also empty set image text. And now to get the updated data, we have to call this fetch uploaded image, because as of now this is getting called only on use effect. So that's why I will write here and call it again. Now let's save this, go to the application, let's reload it, close this. And if I click on this upload, you can see I'm getting please select the image to upload. And let's select one file and select this image. Okay, this is my one of the thumbnail. You can see preview is coming, uh, thumbnail. And when I click on thumb upload, you can see image uploaded, click on OK, preview is gone, and here I've got my uploaded image. So in this way you can convert the image to base 64 and upload it to MySQL from React using Node.js.